Hey everyone, welcome to the Excel formulas tutorial video. As you hopefully remember from class, Excel is our Office 365 application that is best designed for working with numbers or organizing large sets of data. Today we're going to be working strictly with numbers. We're going to see what kind of math Excel can do for us. Excel is really smart and it's really good at a lot of things. One of the things it's best at is computing and doing math for you, like I said. So this activity is pretty straightforward. In column A, you have the function that you're going to get Excel to do. In column B, you can see exactly what you have to type. Column C is what you should get as a result of typing exactly what's in column D. And you're going to do all of this in column D. All right. So our first step here is working with addition. Whenever you are entering a formula into Excel, the very first thing you're going to do is hit equals. So go ahead and do that now. As a friendly reminder, I recommend you split your screen in half so you have this video on one half and your Excel formulas sheet on the other. So again, we're going to start. Click in D. You can see my cursor blinking there. Very first thing I'm going to do is hit equals. Then I'm going to type in 10 plus, and to get the plus sign I have to hit shift and equals 10. Then I hit enter, and just like that, Excel does all the thinking for me. If I go back here, this top bar, this is called the formula bar. It will show you exactly what you have typed in, and right here will show you the result. So if you made a mistake and forgot the plus sign, obviously equals 1010 is just going to be 1010. So it's going to show up just like this. If you click on it, you can look back at your formula bar and say, oh yeah, I see that I forgot a addition sign. Obviously this one's pretty obvious. Once we get moving further into the more complicated things that Excel can do, this becomes a lot more useful. So good, we'll hit enter. Next one is subtraction. Again, we're going to hit equals. We're asking to do 100 minus 50. And that minus button is on that top row of numbers, right next to the plus and equals key. You don't have to hit shift for that one though, it's on the bottom. Go ahead and hit enter. Obviously 100 minus 50 is 50. Multiplication now. Again, start with the equal sign. Never ever forget that one. Type in 10. The times key on the computer is a little tricky. You can't just put an X because it thinks it's a letter. So what you have to do is use the asterisk, as I have here. The asterisk that you want is above the 8 key. So you're going to press shift and 8 to get that key. And then 10 times 10. Hit enter. You get 100. Division now. Equals, of course, 100. The division key is the backslash, so that's way down at the bottom of the keyboard by the question mark. Hit that, and then type in 5. 100 divided by 5, of course, is 20. Now, while Excel is really good at doing basic math like that, obviously that's not too complicated, probably something you can do yourself. Where Excel becomes really useful is it will actually, you don't even have to tell what number to add up. You can just give it a specific cell address to add, subtract, divide, whatever, and it will do that for you. So you can see here in B6, you need to type in equals D2 plus D3. So a couple ways you can do that. Again, always start with that equal sign. Now you can type in D2. Notice when I call that cell, it turns blue. And then hit plus, type in D3. That one turns red. If I hit enter right here, it'll add them up. The other thing that I can do is with the equals sign and my cursor here, I can click on D2. Notice it lets me know that I've selected that box and the D2 pops up down here. Hit my plus sign and then I can click on D3 and hit enter, and it'll do it that way. So really, whichever one is more comfortable for you, whichever one you like better, you can do either way. Now, next row, we're now going to hit equals D4. This one's a subtraction, so minus D5. Hit equals. Does it for us. Now, before I go too far here, I want to back up 1 second and show you something really cool about this. And I'm actually going to go back to just this one. So right now, Excel is adding up any numbers that are in D2 and D3. Of course, we have 20 and 50, so added together, those equal 70. If I change this to a real crazy number, so let's say I change it to 100 plus 1,000. So we have 1,010. Right away when I hit enter, Excel automatically did that change for me. So again, it's not just calculating, what was in there, which was 20 plus 50. It's calculating anything that you put into this box plus whatever else is selected. I can also change my subtraction number here. I'll make it 100 minus that, whatever number that is. I hit enter. Just like that, it doesn't take Excel long at all. It automatically knows what the correct answer is. So, we'll go ahead and change these back. Alright, again, each time Excel is automatically computing that for me. Next one. B7's asking us to subtract D4 from D5. Oh, we already did that one. We'll do it again real quick. D4 minus D5. There we go. Next one, D5 times D2. D5, clicked on it that time, times D2. 400. And last one, D8 divided by D3. Hit enter. Computes it right out for us. These last four are a little different. The other ones we've been just computing straight numbers. Excel also has a wide variety of formulas. You can find those right up here on the top of your screen in the Formulas tab. So it has everything from, let's see here, what would be a useful formula? Everything from calculating the rate of payment for a loan based on constant payments and a constant interest rate, all right, to figuring out the cosine of an angle, to, let's see, more functions, engineering, how about that one? Let's see, whatever bidder shift is, returns a number shifted right by shift amount bits, all right. As you can see from these formulas, you're not going to have to use most of them ever in your life. However, there are some that turn out to be pretty darn useful. These four, I think, are the most useful, and I have them listed here. Maximum, minimum, average, and sum. All right. Maximum is going to find the largest number in a range of numbers. Minimum is going to find the smallest number in a range of numbers. Average is going to average out all of the numbers that you put in, and sum is going to add them all up. So, again, we're going to start with the equal sign because we want Excel to do some sort of formula equation. We want it to think a little bit here. I'm going to type in max. Notice I'm not typing maximum, and notice that it has to be exactly correct. Now, next step that's really important, parentheses. You're going to press Shift 9 to get that right-facing parentheses. And if you notice down here, it wants me to type in number 1, number 2, number 3. We want to define a range for Excel, and the way we do that is by, the first number that we want to use is D2. All right, so I click on that, that pops up. Then to let Excel know that I want it to include every number or every cell, I'm going to use the colon, so it's right there. And then I'm going to click down to D9. All right. Now, another way I could do that is by D2, comma, D3, comma, D4, comma, D5, comma, and obviously you're already bored of this already, other than trying to figure out what color is going to pop up next. Alright, so not very efficient at all. It'll do it, but it's just going to take forever. Rather, instead of doing that, we'll just do the colon D9. Automatically fills in all of that for us. We hit enter. The largest number there, obviously, is 400. Excel does that math for us. Next one, the minimum number here. Going to start with equals. Type in min again. Right-facing parentheses. Click on the first one, D2, or type that in. Type in a colon. And then I'm going to go down to D9. Close off my parentheses. Hit enter. And it calculates it out for us. This one, second to last one, this one's average. Average is really easy to remember because you just type in the word average. Alright, again, right-facing parentheses. Click on D2. Go down to D9. Put your colon in there first. Down to D9. Close off that parentheses. Hit enter. And ta-da. Lastly, sum, which is, we know sum is a fancy word for addition. Alright, so equals, type in sum. Define our range again, we'll start at D2. Go down to D9. Close off the parentheses. Hit equals. And ta-da, there you have it. You are now, hopefully, a beginner at Excel formulas. If you have any questions, any troubles, raise your hand. We'll come around to you. Hopefully, you got through this part pretty easy. Go ahead and continue on to our next pieces. Thanks, guys.